Hi, I'm Zooey.
I'm Toto.
So, part 7.
No, oh yeah, this is part 7. Okay.
K-pop for beginners. And today we're going to talk about
Physical stuff.
physical stuff.
And also the stuff that's on the physical stuff.
Yeah.
So, when you're a musical group, you usually produce albums.
Okay, let me just interject something right here.
Okay.
When I first started K-popping, I thought I was like everybody
you
else.
don't need to buy an album.
You don't need to buy an album. You just get it off of, first of all, you just listen on Spotify, or you just buy it on iTunes, or, you know, you just listen on the computer. Why would you ever buy an album? Why? CDs are going out of style. And half the world doesn't even have anything to listen to CDs on anymore, which I think is crazy. But that's how it is. We listen on our devices, so why buy the album? Well, we're going to show you why. So we got sucked into the marketing ploy. That's all this is. It is a marketing maneuvering by the companies to make you want to spend more and more and more money. And it works because they put out some really awesome physical product that you want to hold and have in your hand. So we have your regular albums and your mini albums. What's the difference?
Well, like the full album and the mini album.
Full album, mini album. And they're all numbered usually.
Like a mini album is usually like 3 to 5 songs. Full album usually has about 10.
10 or 11. This
10 or more.
This mini one has 6.
Yeah. So a mini album is just fewer songs. A full album is more songs. Like there's more time leading up to a full album because it takes longer to do that many songs.
To record it, right, in the studio and stuff.
Yeah.
In our previous video, we talked about comebacks happening quite often, and this is probably one reason why we have comebacks quite often is because they'll throw in these mini albums.
But sometimes they have a repackaged album, which is even like faster than a mini album. Usually it's a full album, and then maybe like a month later they'll have a repackage, which is the same album as that album, but with like 2 or 3 new songs and a new music video.
And a whole new
photo book package.
So
what you can buy.
Let's just show something, should we? This is what it looks like when somebody says they're never going to buy a CD.
I can't get them all the way over.
You're not making it work. Why would we need to buy an album? This is what it looks like from people who have said that, okay? This is how good the marketing is.
This isn't even like a lot compared to most people.
Our collections are not complete except for Attention, right?
Well, they're Japanese stuff and the special photo editions.
What do we have of BTS? Young Forever and Love Yourself, Tear.
I have Wings
Or
and Love
Tear.
Yourself. Her.
That's all we have of BTS at this point, but we kind of want more, I think. Your Super Juniors from a while back.
I'm 17. This is a repackaged one.
A repackaged.
Love and Letter repackage album.
Which means it has more than the original album. Answer is a repackage album. We don't have that one yet because I have to decide, do I want to buy all the same songs I already have just to get those 4 extra songs, right? They all come with a photo book, which has in it the concepts of the video that we were just talking about earlier in the other video, right?
Just all the photo shoot.
All the photo shoot pictures. The other crazy thing is they will come out with 2 or 3 or 4 versions of the same album because inside the photo book it will be the different concepts of the photo shoots. And they also come with photo cards, which so it's like collecting what cards you get. Photo card of Jin. You'll also get funky things like, I don't know, these little things, you know?
These are stickers, right?
You usually get also posters in your albums, right?
These are the notes.
Oops,
Remember the notes?
Notes by the guys, yes?
No, the notes.
The notes. Oh, but you do get notes
Oh, Virgin photo card too. Wow. Also get an audition form if you want to audition for that company. Most albums have an audition thing.
And sometimes, like in Flying, they do a really cool thing with their actual packaging to match their concepts. So this
is a potato sack.
This is Hot Potato, is their title track, which we'll get to too. And it is in an actual potato sack looking thing. They're really, really creative, and they're beautiful too. This one is my prettiest one, I think, because it's, what would you call this one?
Special package?
It's 2016. All of the stuff that they did in 2016.
Right here, special package. Zelos Hades Kratos.
So it's 3 albums that came out in 2016 plus a DVD. Did we cover any terms? Full album, mini album, repackage. Title track is what they make the MV of. So the main song that they want to promote mostly. The one that they do all the stages of and dance practice of and all that stuff. So what's a side track?
Everything else. Let's see, this album, Boom Boom, was a title track. Everything else is considered a side track. But sometimes the side tracks get like music videos too.
Later on.
Like Highlight has a music video.
But they don't promote those as much, and it comes later on, right? We talked about all the different versions. Let's show examples of versions. Do we have different versions of anything? Not really, do we?
I wanted to buy the other version of Attention, but you wouldn't let me.
Here's the thing. I try to not be as manipulated by the marketing. Obviously, we're manipulated in the fact that we want to buy the albums, but I am not tempted as much to buy all the different versions of the exact same CD. But I can show you, this one is the brilliant version of Monsta X. This is the innocent version of Guilty, and so obviously there's a guilty version of Guilty.
This is the gold version of Attention Spotlight.
And this is the night version of Young Forever. The day version is white, and the concepts inside of this one are night, and the concepts inside of the day one are day.
This is the follow version of 17, You Make My Day. So it's pink and green, and there are 2 other versions that are different colors. Attention.
This is the O version of Love Yourself. Terror, tear, fear, terror, tear. And they had 4 versions, LOVE.
This is the silver version of Attention Invitation.
This is also the signed version that they actually signed while we were.
Sui.
Yes.
Sui.
Photo book, we talked about that. All of them come with photo books. Back in the day with the old version, with the old guys, see this is shiny from an old one. And that's all it is. The album, it's not in a great big box. It's not got a fancy stuff. It didn't come with a poster, but it still comes with the photo book. Even though it's an older album and they hadn't quite perfected the crazy art of making albums yet. And also I have an older Super Junior one, which looks like a normal CD that we are used to, but it still comes with this funky thing of all the guys. You see? In their concept of, what are they, concept photographers? What's a mixtape? We didn't talk about a mixtape. None of these are mixtapes.
Well, you can't really buy a physical mixtape because they're just usually online. It's usually when one of the members wants to do his own stuff, and
it's usually a rapper.
Yeah, or they just make it and then
put it out
online.
Also, whenever they do a concert, usually they'll do a DVD of the concert. That's fairly normal. That's nothing different with K-popping, right?
Yeah.
But we love those too. We don't have any though, do we?
Mix has Super Show 6.
Yeah, it's really good. And we've watched BTS Epilogue, and it was awesome. And every Christmas they come out with the season greetings.
Not every group, but like some groups, which is just like a Christmassy themed photo shoot. You get the photo book, and sometimes there are little gifts in it, and maybe a DVD thing.
Do they write personal notes and stuff like that too?
Probably write notes that are just in the photo book. Yeah.
Right. It seems like it's a more of a personalized thing. One more physical thing that's really fun, but it's very expensive, and we
only have one of.
we haven't really started a collection at this house anyway. It's very tempting, but it's so expensive.
Oh, I'd stick.
This is a fancy flashlight that costs $50. It's what you take to the concert and shake, and it looks so awesome when you've got thousands of people shaking your light stick all together. And they have really cool designs that fit the overall concept of the group.
And like the only reason you would buy one is if you're gonna see them in concert. You could buy them if you want, but like the when you use it is when you're at a concert.
Meg's has Monster X one also, but we only have the BTS one right now. It's fun to buy into the whole marketing of buying these physical albums and having your collections complete. It's not like buying an album here. I still like Josh Groban a lot, but this is his new album. It's just the regular jewel case CD. I haven't even opened it yet. I'm sure inside might be a couple of pages of pictures and the lyrics. When you compare that with something like this that has the book and the poster and all the stuff, it's so different. The end.
Is that the end? Okay, the end. Thanks for watching. We might film a album collection video now, so look for that maybe in the future. Or, I don't know, maybe before this. Who knows? We don't know what we're doing.
Let's be friends and K-pop together.
Okay, bye.
Bye.